Hey guys, it's Grunge. Today is the second episode of my mini-series Wasteland Survival Guide, where I give you tips on how to survive in the post-apocalyptic wasteland of Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout in general. And I basically go in-depth on some more important aspects of the game and I will have one about, characters and leveling up, right? My first episode I uploaded about a month ago. I talked about looting, and this one I'm going to be talking about sneaking. Basically, sneaking is very important in Fallout. Sneak skill is something that I always target, regardless of who my player is, because sneaking is useful for obtaining goods, getting critical strikes on enemies, and being able to go through places undetected. Critical strikes, the bonuses you can get from from sneaking in Fallout, the critical strikes are really significant. Like they can make a huge difference in the amount of ammo and effort it takes to kill someone. I don't have too bad aim with this hunting rifle, just a random note. It does have a really high spread, but that can be compensated for if you know where to predict the spread. And basically, so what I was saying about sneaking, you can do almost double or sometimes even triple the damage that you would if you were attacking detected, if you get that critical strike on them. So that's very important for taking out higher level enemies. And if there are multiple enemies in an area, obviously sneaking is going to be rather useful for not getting everybody on your ass. And this game, basically, I have that happen to me. So basically, my tips on sneaking, I need to stop saying basically. Important things about sneaking: one of the more obvious ones, stay crouched all times. You don't really need to get up and run unless your cover's blown and you are getting overwhelmed or whatnot. But other than that, stay crouched. It helps your accuracy, and it's crucial for sneaking. You're a lot less likely to get detected. Right here, my cover gets blown by this one raider, but I manage to take him out with my good old sawed-off shotgun, and I'm still now over the radar. They can't see me, but here we go. I just lost track of where I was. Sorry about that. My second thing for sneaking, choose an appropriate weapon. If your sneak skill is high enough and you have the silent running perk, then a melee weapon would probably be your best choice. And assuming you have a high enough skill in the melee, they're completely silent. They don't require ammo. They're accurate if you're close enough because, it's a melee weapon. There's no projectile firing out. You just get behind them and backstab them or bash them in the back with a baseball bat or whatever weapon you're using. And right here, my cover gets, and obviously, one more thing, some good sneak attack weapons obviously would be ones with suppressors. I didn't have any of those at this particular time, so I just chose the hunting rifle, which is a really good long-range weapon. It's powerful, it's pretty accurate. Obviously it's been in a box for 200 years, so it's not completely accurate, but hey, compared to some of the other guns, it's pretty accurate. And my third tip on sneaking is have an escape plan at all times. Basically, my escape plan here wasn't very, masterminded, I guess you could say. I just said, I'm going to lure them over to me if I'm pinned down, and I'm going to shoot them in the face. And, sometimes you'll want to carry around some landmines for sneaking, so you can have kind of a backtrack when you're running away. Go ahead and have some mines set up and lure them into the mines. I didn't have any mines at the time, but let's see. I think I've covered 3 most important things. Oh yes, one mistake a lot of people make is when they're sneaking is the old hold this grenade for me trick. The reason why I would not recommend that is that because it's really noisy. They may not detect you instantly, but they'll start looking for you. Whereas with a melee weapon, it's a lot less silent. And not only that, but when you're crouched, you can't run as fast, so it's less likely to escape the explosion altogether. So I'd just recommend using a melee weapon for close encounters. Don't use the whole, grenade pickpocket thing or whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I don't like have a sudden notes in front of me. I'm just naming things off the top of my head, so sorry if I kind of stalled at parts, or if I pointed out the obvious. Well, you're probably gonna have to just deal with that. I'm sorry. I'm just giving you tips. A lot of people will do things that are, a lot of people, these things that are so-called obvious are things that a lot of people miss, and, they don't do correctly. That didn't come out right. But anyway, thanks for watching this video, guys. I will see you later.